The haunting of Hollow Ridge Motel. Nestled at the edge of a desolate town, the Hollow Ridge Motel stood like a forgotten relic of a time long past. Its once pristine exterior had succumbed to years of neglect, the paint chipped and faded, and the flickering neon sign casting an eerie glow on the lonely stretch of road. Rumors surrounding the motel had circulated for years. Some said it was built on cursed land, while others whispered about the tragedies that had unfolded within its walls. Yet, despite its ominous reputation, the motel remained open, offering weary travelers a place to rest, if they dared to stay. One stormy night, a couple named Sarah and Mark, stranded by the sudden downpour, reluctantly pulled into the motel's dimly lit parking lot. The proprietor, an old man with a cold, distant gaze, greeted them with a curt nod and handed them a rusty key. "Room 7, he said, his voice as dry as the cracked leather of his skin. The couple made their way to the room, a sense of unease settling over them. The air inside was thick with the smell of mildew, and the walls creaked as if they carried the weight of untold secrets. Mark tried to lighten the mood, but Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that they weren't alone. That night, as the storm raged outside, strange noises began to echo through the room. Soft whispers, like distant conversations, filled the air, followed by the unmistakable sound of footsteps in the hallway. Mark, initially dismissing it as the wind, grew uneasy as the sounds grew louder, closer. Suddenly, the door to the room creaked open by itself. Standing in the doorway was a figure, a woman dressed in an old-fashioned gown, her face hidden in shadow. Her presence was chilling, as though she were not of this world. Sarah froze in terror, her breath caught in her throat. "Who are you?" Mark demanded, his voice trembling. The woman's eyes gleamed with a hollow emptiness as she stepped forward, her lips parting to speak, but no words came out. Instead, the room seemed to grow colder, and the whispers grew louder, almost deafening. The woman reached out, her fingers brushing Sarah's cheek, leaving behind a cold, clammy sensation. Terrified, Mark pulled Sarah toward the door, but it slammed shut with a force that sent them both stumbling backward. The woman's ghostly figure remained, her silent gaze fixed upon them. In a panic, Sarah spotted an old photograph on the nightstand. It depicted a smiling couple, much like themselves, standing outside the very motel. But there was something wrong. There was a date written on the back, one that was years before they were even born. The truth hit them like a wave. If you enjoy this story, please like. The Hollow Ridge Motel had claimed countless lives over the years. Its guests never left, trapped in the cycle of an eternal nightmare. With all their strength, Mark and Sarah managed to break the door open, rushing out into the storm. But when they turned back to look at the